everyone. Thank you for attending PMXPO and this session. Today we're going to talk about things that are reshaping the future of project and work management. Microsoft is retiring Project Online. AI is rapidly transforming how work gets done. And many PMOs are trying to understand what all of this means for the future. In this session, we'll explore what comes next and introduce a model we call the Frontier PMO, where humans and AI work together to accelerate insight, decision-making, and value delivery. And here's the requisite disclaimer from PMI, where I state the opinions are not theirs, and the materials presented copyrighted works for Innovative E, Microsoft, and DigiOps, and for the use of the PMXPO 2026 audience. All right, how about a quick introduction of myself? I lead the Innovative E and Teams for PM platform teams. For nearly 2 decades, our folks have been helping organizations modernize project and work management using Microsoft technologies. And over the past few years, we've been working closely with Microsoft as their PPM ecosystem has been evolving rapidly. Our work in this space has been closely aligned with Microsoft. We've been recognized multiple times for Partner of the Year or finalists in project portfolio management. But what's most interesting right now isn't the recognition, it's the transformation that's happening across the platform itself and the success organizations are having. Let me frame the session for you in 4 key things you'll take away from today. First, we'll talk about the implications of Project Online retirement and how Microsoft's evolving ecosystem is reshaping project and work management on M365. Second, we'll explore the Frontier PMO model is and how co-intelligent collaboration between humans and AI can accelerate insight, decision-making, and value delivery. Third, we'll look at how Microsoft M365 capabilities support modern work orchestration, including Planner AI and platform-based orchestration approaches. You'll see a project manager agent demo here. And finally, we'll look at practical steps for positioning your PMO for AI-enabled work management as organizations move beyond PPM tools and toward platform-based orchestration. You'll see a Teams for PM co-intelligent agent demo here. So let's start with the moment we've been living through. When Microsoft announced the Project Online retirement, many organizations initially treated it as a typical lifecycle change. But in reality, it represents something much larger. It signals a shift away from tool-centric PPM towards a platform-centric work management where AI is driving architecture and the PMO must evolve. This is a clear signal from Microsoft that the frontier of work and project management has begun. Project Online retirement is a disruptor, and disruptors are, disruptive. But the PPM community seemed to take the announcement very well, all things considered. Okay, maybe there was a few Roy Kent bench flips for the Ted Lasso fans out there. So the customer and partner reactions can seem to land in one of these 5 areas we've been seeing. Pretend the retirement will go away, stuck in endless loops of analyzing options, going to Project Server Subscription Edition, basically on-prem, to buy time, replatforming their PPM to a non-Microsoft SaaS tool, or pushing towards modernize on the M365 platform. We're helping customers determine what's right for them and executing a project to get them there before time runs out. If you need help, there's the URL to contact us. The Frontier PMO, where co-intelligence between human and AI begin to deliver value. From Microsoft's Work Trend Index 2025, Microsoft's broader framing for work is the journey to the frontier firm. This has a direct correlation to project management, which is a subset of that broader classification. Note that experts see this evolution in 3 different phases over time. One of the biggest shifts happening in project management right now is the volume and complexity of work has outpaced human capacity. We all feel it. Meetings, chats, documents. No project leader can realistically process all of this alone. And that's why the model is changing. Humans increasingly need to lean on AI as a coworker, helping free them to focus on the highest value decisions and work. And this shift is what leads us to the idea of the Frontier PMO. The emerging model is a collaboration. Humans guide strategy decision-making. AI analyzes signals across the work environment. Together they orchestrate execution. We describe this as co-intelligent work management. And the platform enabling this transformation is Microsoft 365. For organizations that are on Microsoft 365, this is where work already happens. You have teams, you have chats, you have artifact management, project collaboration, all kinds of things that happen right on the platform, right? AI requires curated and relevant data and therefore a rethinking of the architecture to make it effective. And then copilots and agents can reason over the entire environment. This creates something traditional PPM tools never had, a connected work data fabric. Let's look at what this means in practice. Here's a clip of a demo presented by Howard Crow and Robert Garello at Microsoft Ignite back in November. It shows how the Planner Project Manager agent not only assists in managing work, it's actually assigned and completes a task. Let's check it out.
So here I have a plan that I just created for the TrainerMat marketing project. We don't have any tasks in here right now, so I'm going to employ the Project Manager agent's help to get this all set up. If I go into the Goals tab of the plan, I'm going to be able to specify our objective and what we're looking to achieve. In this case, we're looking to market the TrainerMat so that we reach 10,000 sales within the first 6 months of launch. And on this page, I can make sure the agent has all of the right context as well. So I'm going to go ahead and add a couple of files related to the TrainerMat project that I think will be critical for its understanding of what we're trying to accomplish. And you'll also notice that it has access to web content. So you are always getting the most up-to-date information in the output. So now that we know it has all of the right context available, we can go ahead and have it generate some tasks for us based on our goal. And this is really going to help us kickstart our plan, get past that blank page, and have a starting point that we can build off of. So we have a great set of initial tasks here. And if we go back to the grid view, we can see those. And you'll also notice the Project Manager agent, of course, now lives in the bottom right corner of your plan to help out. So this is your private chat with the agent to ask any questions that you need. Now, there's one task here that I need to get started on, and I know it's going to take me a while, which is researching competitor messaging and positioning. But I think the Project Manager agent can help out with this, so I'm going to assign it to that task. And you'll notice that I am assigned right alongside the Project Manager agent automatically. This is so we have what we call human in the loop, where there is always a human available and assigned to check on the agent's work and make sure that it is accurate and relevant. If we head back into Planner, we can look at the content that it generated for us. It's available in a loop page directly in the task, so you can edit it as needed. And this looks pretty comprehensive and pretty great. It has some great information about the competitors in the space, what their messaging looks like, and how we can stand out. And of course, we have the references at the bottom as well, so we can fact check the work that it did and make sure it is accurate. So this is pretty great. I think we can mark this one as done.
All right, the path forward. So where does this all leave the PMO today? Traditional PMOs focused heavily on reporting. Next generation PMOs introduce the dashboards and analytics used to manage the projects and portfolios. But the Frontier PMO goes further. AI collaborates with people as assistants and colleagues, actively contributing to tasks. AI also analyzes execution signals that can help make course corrections, and the shift from reporting status to accelerating value delivery. Over the years, technology has evolved from tools, SaaS apps, to platforms, and now to AI execution intelligence. This is critical because once work, collaboration, and data are connected in a platform, AI can start reasoning over execution itself. And once technology has a foundation in place, the operating model starts to change too. What Teams for PM does is orchestrate project and work management across the M365 platform. It brings together collaboration tools like Teams, Planner, automation through Power Platform, analytics through Power BI and the Graph, and security and governance already built into the M365 platform. It also supports non-Microsoft task and work management products and brings key data in. The result is a unified work experience, structured data for AI, and decision intelligence across projects and portfolios. In other words, it unifies people, apps, and data, so project management moves into the flow of governed work, while AI and agents help orchestrate the decisions. One key idea here is that work management should live inside collaboration platforms where teams already operate. Teams for PM creates consistent Teams experience across projects while allowing teams and the task management tool that fits their work, Planner in this example. At the same time, leadership gets visibility across all work, across all tools through unified dashboards. And because the data is structured and governed, AI can generate portfolio insights like sentiment, risk signals, and predictive indicators. All standard key performance indicators and measurements like risk issues and cost are included as well. This is where the next step happens. Teams for PM as an assistant agent. Because Teams for PM structures project data across M365, whether it originates Project Online, Planner, or other systems, the agent can reason across that data. It also reasons over all the Teams for PM governed data like project metadata, risk, issues, lessons learned, and resources. And it does that directly inside the tools people already use, like Copilot, Teams, and Outlook. So instead of manually reviewing project reports, leaders can ask the system questions about risk, changes, and portfolio signals, and the agent interprets data for them. Let me show you what this looks like in practice. Let's start by asking the Teams for PM agent a simple question. What can you do for me and how do you do it? The agent explains it reasons across structured data, including collaboration, activity, task, schedules, and execution. This allows AI to understand not just what projects say, but what is actually happening across the work. Now let's ask a more interesting question. What can you do by reasoning over Teams for PM data and Microsoft 365 data that a typical SaaS PPM tool cannot? Because Teams for PM operates directly on the M365 platform, the agent can analyze signals across the actual flow of work, not just what gets manually entered into a project system. This creates a much richer picture of execution and risk. Okay, let's switch gears a little bit. Let's ask the portfolio where leadership should pay attention this week. Which projects should I be concerned about? Why? And what should I do? In seconds, the agent analyzes signals from across the portfolio, scheduled movement, task activity, collaboration patterns, and surfaces the projects most likely to impact delivery. Not just insight, but clear recommendations for intervention. Finally, let's ask the agent to look deeper. Which projects appear healthy but actually aren't? This is where AI reasoning becomes powerful. By correlating signals across work systems, the agent can detect early indicators of delivery risk before they show up in status reports. Most project management AI demos summarize project information. Teams for PM enables AI to reason across work, turning Microsoft 365 and third-party project data into decision intelligence for the Frontier PMO. Wasn't that cool? So the future of project management isn't just about better tools. It's co-intelligent orchestration of work across the Microsoft platform. And PMOs that embrace that model will become the Frontier PMO, leading their organizations forward. Let's keep the conversation going. Check out the additional resources, or book a discovery call, or a personalized Teams for PM demo. For those planning to attend PMI Global Summit in October, we'll see you there. Don't forget to get my free book on Kindle until midnight tonight. There's the link on the right. Thank you again for attending this session and have a fantastic rest of your PMXPO and the rest of your day. Take care.